Hello, 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 and welcome back to Planescape Torment. Now, you may recall we just had our skull stolen from us,
I'm gone.
so we're going to immediately get that back. Normally, I focus on exploring right away, but I believe we want to go in here before anything else and deal with. Wrong place!
I'm gone.
So I do need to figure out where I'm going. Maybe it's this one. A decrepit old hut in the middle of this upper class. Wrecked house. Ooh, that is lovely, though. Shadows across the...
All right.
It's kinda him to let Morte at least drop his stuff, by the way. I remember I played this one time, and he didn't do that, and Morte just straight up loses all the stuff he's holding. Now you know why I had Morte hold stuff. So I guess I'm back to exploring the ward, which I believe I am currently in the lower ward. And the area that I want to go to is towards the clerk's ward. That was a marketplace that I'll definitely want to explore sometime, but it's not what I'm saving up my money for. Is he over here? There's a party over here! There's a party over here! Trying to find my stupid skull. Yes, over here, Cutter! Where's this? Warehouse. Vault of the Ninth Ward. I'll come back here later. This is not my goal for this episode. Ugh. Map screen. Upper ward, coffin maker, wrecked house, the marketplace, the pawn shop. The print shop. Siege tower. I'm gonna try. Coffin maker, more like the coffin breaker. Yeah, we talked about that guy. I'm gonna come over here. And make way to the pawn shop. See if that's where I'm supposed to go, or if the area I'm supposed to go is in the clerk's ward.
Feel like a chimney.
Feel like a chimney.
Done.
Mika. I know Mika gives me a quest of some kind. Oh, what the heck. What have we here? Do my eyes spy a customer? Of course your eyes spy a customer. They see a customer all the time. Customers on the street. We have no customers. We'll never have customers. It is useless and forlorn to hope for. Mika. He pauses as soon as he lays eyes on you. Mika, we've got a customer. That's what I've been saying to you. What can I do for you? Let's talk about trades. Maybe I can sell some of this junk I'm holding on to. What the heck, I'll sell the dirty rat charm. Copper earring. I do not need the pry bar anymore. And I don't need the hammer anymore either. So I'll sell those. I don't need that hammer anymore. Sell all that. Oh, and the enchanted hammer. And bronze ring. Bronze ring, bronze ring, bronze ring. Dirty rat charms on Anna makes sense. Just making sure I've taken off all the stuff I want to sell.
Hey, watch the ladder.
I like poking fun with Anna. I can find her better rings and bracelets down the road. The dead one has returned, Broca! The dead one has returned! I can see that! Don't you think I can see that? Of course I can see that! I have eyes, don't I? Let's talk about trades. And boom, boom, boom. Sell. 4,555 gold. I don't know if that's enough for what I'm trying to get. Ring of a Traveler. Oh, just +1 armor class. I've already got stuff that's better than that. Gold earring. We have one song from an old one's here. That's it. Bone dagger, Empire bar, and that's all the stuff I sold. Okay, done. And unfortunately, you're not what I'm looking for. But maybe if I talk to... Yes. Who's she? She is my devoted wife. Wife of some 2 score years and the light of my life, and the greatest gift to ever enter his life, isn't that right? I saved him, you see, from the life his parents had planned for him, but he promised to take me away from all this, and instead, what you see is the life he gave me. I tell you, it'd be enough to drive a body to drink. If she weren't already there, she's the biggest bobber this side of the hive, sir. And she's been that way for years, I tell you. Years. She'd drink the river of Oceanus. And still be thirsty, even if it were made of alcohol. While the two of them squabble, ignoring you. I'd like to ask a few questions. They're busy shouting at each other so they don't pay attention to you. The shop rapidly fills with their words. Oh, I feel like I'm supposed to bring Morte into that.
I'm gone.
I need to get my skull! Where's my bony boy? Maybe it is out here. Well, this is awkward. Ooh, now I can travel all across the place. Can't go to the Alley of Lingering Sighs anymore, though. Let's travel to the Clerk's Ward.
I'm gone.
And it is very much nighttime here. Which means it's a great time to just wander around. Just meander around a bit. I don't really have a place to travel, but something that's really nice now is Harmonium Officer. I'll check that out later. What's really neat now is I can... Good lord. I can travel throughout Sigil just by leaving one area. I can now fast travel to the different parts you may have noticed. I chose the Clerk's Ward because, frankly, I haven't been here yet. And this is a building that I intend to enter later. Can I have a word with you? No, not at this moment. I'm a little busy walking. Just a walking. Walking, making my way around town. I can't believe I just tried to sing that song. Apologies, I just lost all sense of self for a solid second. Okay, let's see what we've got here. The Apothecary, the Curiosity Shop. Yes, we'll be checking that out later. Fernand the Linguist's home, Art and Curio Galleria, Advocate's home, To Understigle, back to Lower Ward, the Brothel of Slating Intellectual Lusts. Haha, we'll be talking about that later. I think... If I recall correctly, I want to go Understigle? I may be remembering wrong. This is the part where I quite shamelessly admit I'm about to pull up a walkthrough just because I do not, and I mean do not, want to screw this up. Okay. I already know I have what I need to get him back. Okay. Oh, I actually want to return to the lower ward. So, no, not inventory. I want map. Now that says back to the lower ward, but when I leave... Oh, try to find me all you want. I can just fast click to any of these areas. I choose the lower ward.
Done.
And now... There... Was it the wrecked house? Was it the... It couldn't have been the warehouse. And in... Yes, this is a very important quest that I really do not want to screw up. Interesting, there's a couple of characters I can do. Okay. Interesting. So there's a connection to this and the Weeping Stone Catacombs, I find. I apologize for the random bouts of silence. I am desperately determined to make sure I do this correctly, and I still haven't quite figured out the editing tools. But I think it's got to be here. It's the only place I can think of in this area. I'm sure if I actually look around in here.
All right.
Ah! Here it is. The bones of the night. Thank the powers you're here. Thank the powers you're here, Chief. Get me out of here. What are you doing up there? Those were-rat vermin nicked me and brought me here. Come on, boss. We gotta get out of here. This place is bad news. Why don't you just float down? I can't. I've tried. Come on, get me down. Down before. A flash of light and smoke blinds you for a moment, and a withered old man stands before you. We have visitors, Skull. Oh, no. Do not offend this blood boss. He'll deadbook you faster than you can spit. That he will. The old man ignores Morg. Greetings, traveler. Who might you be to enter Lothar's humble salon without invitation? My pardon, sir, but you seem to have something that belongs to me. Yes, what might that be? A skull that belongs to me is on that shelf. You want the chattering skull with half the grace and matters of any ordinary creature? Give me a greater skull in return if you wish it back. I do not need to bargain for something that is already mine. It was never yours or anyone's to begin with. I don't want to tick him off, though. Where can I find a greater skull? Move aside the divan in the center of the room and pass through the portal on the eastern wall in the chambers below the catacombs. The portal will remain active for your return. In the catacombs, many skulls. One of great value lies in those interred crypts of the dustmen beyond the drowned nations. Bring that skull to me, as my were-rat minions have failed to do, and I will see to it that your friend is returned to you. Perhaps I shall even answer some questions for you. I've been to the tomb you speak. It is empty. What assurance do I have that you will keep
Updated
your
my
word?
journal.
You have my word. That will be enough for you. Unless, of course, you'd rather not see your friend again. It's good enough for me, boss, and I'm the one stuck here. Let it go, all right? Just go get the skull and come back here for me. Fine, Lothar. I'll be back for him. Farewell. Now,
All right.
I am going to just kind of wander around the room. Because you guys may recall I actually picked up a skull forever ago. So I go skull. You may remember him from our dealings with the Drowned Nation. So, skull for a skull. Skull for a skull. That talks too much. Darn it. Oh well, skull for a skull that talks too much. Alright, Lothar. There is no skull in the casket, Lothar. 30,000 experience with... What is the meaning of this? The tomb was so well trapped, so well defended from scrying magics that it was a challenge even for me. There must be some explanation for this, and you will provide it to me. Go through the portal in the chambers below and seek the answer. I believe it was a trap to discourage grave robbers who prey on such crypts. It's my own tomb. That's actually Not a lie. There is some merit in what you say, yet there is something about the crypt that spoke of much promise. I will think on this, and I encourage you to do the same. Bring me another skull, then, and our agreement shall be as before. Do not try to deceive me with just any skull, either. I am something of a connoisseur. Return when you have something of value to me.
Updated my journal. Stronger.
I feel stronger, and so does Anna. Oop. Let's up that charisma, shall we? I want to be a little bit better at talking to people. I'm level 7. Wow, when did that happen? Alright, and Anna, I can add points to stuff. Let's make that detect traps better. And up that stealth a bit. Cool. Oh, and she actually belongs to the Free League faction. I actually never knew that. Huh. Interesting. I'm gonna remember that. Intelligence has increased permanently. What? Oh. Nice. Oh, right, because I'm a mage. Turned I see, and do you have a skull for me? I have the skull of Soigo, the were-rat dustman missionary. Lothar takes the head of Soigo from you and examines it carefully, checking the teeth. A dustman missionary and spy, eh? This will be satisfactory. Fingers twist through in an arcane gesture. Your friend will be waiting for you above ground where you came in. Have your answers from me. I have many questions. Keep it quick, scarred one. I cannot tarry all day. Why have I lost my memory? It is a side effect of losing your mortality. I've lost my mortality. What do you mean? Oh, I should have told him it was my tomb. Your mortality, your soul, if you will, which allows you to live and die. Your soul, if you will, that which allows you to live and die, is gone from you. It was stripped from you by magical means, by the night hag Ravel Puzzlewell. Your mortality is the key to your existence. When you find it, you will find your answers. So I'm going to tell you guys now, we are actually... I mentioned that this game has a lot going for it, and it really does. There's so much of this game that can be missed if you explore only the storyline. The truth to my words, I'm already a third of the way through the storyline, which is defined by meeting 3 specific key characters. Farad is one, and now we are learning of our second target. Ravel Puzzlewell is an enigma. Even among the night hags, some would call her barmy. Others say she plays a deeper game than anyone can see through. She is evil, through and through, making the friends we'll see in the area seem positively divine when compared to her. She is out of the reach of men now, thank the powers, for she was mazed by the Lady of Pain. Mazed? How do I find her? Mazes are like pocket dimensions, small places between places. To reach one, you need to find a portal and a key. I do not know where the door or the key are. Perhaps you should seek some of your old acquaintances. You've certainly left a trail of them behind. They will find you, no doubt. Pray they mean you well. Perhaps you should visit the Civic Fest Hall. They have many answers there. What did Ravel do?
My journal.
She was a maker of toys and puzzles, a solver of problems that didn't need solving. She decided that Sigil, the cage, was the largest puzzle box of all, and set herself to undo it, to let in the armies of fiends at her disposal, no doubt to upset the balance in the city and turn the entire burg into a charnel house. Pray to any power you hold dear that she did not, with thanks that she did not succeed. I'll find her and force her to return my immortality. Farewell. Alright, so he said Morte would be waiting outside. Where have you seen me? Cursed Gatetown Carcery. Cursed Gatetown Carcery? What are you, clueless? It's a gate town on the rim of the outlands in the doorway to the prison plain of Carcery. It's a place of backstabbers and traitors, and it's full of schemes as a Batazu's undergarments. We mentioned Batazu's before, and I kind of skipped over them. Think of Batazu's as like... We have the 3 lower planes that I've mentioned once. I'm going to bring them up again. They are lawful evil, neutral evil, and chaotic evil. The Batizu belong in chaotic evil and are the lowest of the low. They are mischief makers, and they long for destruction. They are selfish. They are greedy. They are the very amalgamation of evil itself. Some of them, anyway. Being right next door to Carcery is apt to change a burg's nature. I wouldn't be surprised if the town were about to slide over. Slide over? What do you mean? When a gate town's beliefs get too much like the plane it borders, the force of that belief is enough to make its bordering plane swallow it whole. Happens all the time, at least when the anarchists are involved. Speaks with a grin of pride. Tell me about the anarchists. We are a secret society, cells members who work alone or through directives pass through the network of informants and leaders who remain hidden. Our goal is to tear down the power structure, to free people from the lies of politicians and powers, to let all who lead their own lives of their own volition. We worked in secrecy, and changed our routines constantly to avoid infiltration. My time was decades ago, and so all the secrets I knew are no longer valid, except for the faces I can remember. And even those must have been changed by now. You sound like a paranoid bunch. If a society if a society you belong to thrived on intrigue, infiltration, and the hatred of the established powermongers, you'd be careful too. It's not paranoia when they're really out to get you. In our line of belief, someone involved in a triple cross is an amateur. I think I'm done speaking with you. Farewell. So we just learned quite a bit there, actually. We learned about one of the outer planes by the name of Carcery, as well as... Forget it, sorry to waste your time. There are plenty of skulls on these walls, and plenty to talk to and plenty to learn, but we have one very impatient skull waiting outside for us, and we are not doing too well on time, because I want to get to the next area as quickly as I can. Let us get our friend. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Should we give you your teeth back? Hey. Oop. There you go.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
I like how he can even say hey in 2 different ways. As long as I'm not going to use these weapons anymore. And I really don't need these things. Now that I'm not at risk of losing him. Yeah, that's the real reason I had him hold on to... I had someone else hold on to stuff for a while. And frankly, all the better if you ask me. So now I've got him back. Ain't that so, buddy? Cleaning rags. Interesting. I could probably toss those. But for now, we've got my buddy back. Which leads me to want to do something else.
What's eating you, Chief?
Chief? Here. Do accept chatter? Why didn't you tell me about the extra line of tattoos on my back? Oh, that bit at the end? I figured it was washed, so I didn't read that line out loud. He refers to you. Are you lying to me, Morte? I don't like the fact that you didn't read... We've read this before. If there's anything else, I suggest you tell me now. What do you know about the Night Hag Ravel? Well, she's a Night Hag, and she was definitely barmy enough to make you immortal of all people. I mean, she could have chosen me. Still, anyone addled enough to lock blades with the Lady of Pain isn't someone we really want to find. Well, too bad for you, that's exactly what I want to do. But that's going to be next time. I just need to know how many saves we're at now. Are we really that far along? Holy cow. Everyone get yourselves ready, because we are at recording 20. Got my skull back. Yay! Alright, thank you guys so much for tagging along, and I hope you all will be excited to see the next episode.